One, two, three, action. Good afternoon. Welcome to our beautiful platform. We wanted today to have the opportunity to share something. And I have with me some young people, the youth of this generation. I will let them self-introduce them. We have a brilliant young man on this side and an amazing young lady on this side. And with me, let's chat. Brother, welcome. Please introduce yourself and feel free.
Thank you for having me, Brother Easy. The name is, I usually identify as Brother Nigel, which is my second name, Rohi Nigel, which translates to, Rohi is in Hebrew, R-O-H-I. It's in Hebrew, which translates to shepherd.
The shepherd. But why are you confusing people with all these different names? Rohi, shepherd, and what was the other one? Roniel?
It's Rohi Nigel.
Nigel.
Yes, that's the
Is Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Is that your daddy that thought of you being a Jew or something?
No, I inspired myself.
So you named yourself?
Yes. I inspired myself when the pastor was preaching about the 7 compound redemptive names of Jehovah.
All right.
That's where it came from.
So that's how you changed. So what was your name before that?
My name before that was Jacob, and then I became Israel.
Talk to the hand. Your name was...
Yes, after wrestling with the angel, I got a name change.
You had your name changed.
Yes, I had a name change.
From Jacob to Israel. We can definitely see the Jacob and Israel in you. All right. We don't want to stand on this one for too long, but let's put a pause on that. We really need to discover a lot more about the Jacobs to Israel and how the changing of the names came about with all these compound redemptive names, and how our brother was inspired to call himself Nigel the shepherd, Rohil, and all that. We'll get in deep of that. And to my left, we have our sister who's going laughy here. So let's go back. Let's go back to her. So if you may just present yourself, and if you can say something, you're more welcome.
So I go by the name of Sister Spogazi.
Is your mic on, Sister Spogazi?
It's on.
Because I can't hear you. Okay, go ahead.
So I go by the name of Sister Spogazi, and my name is not inspired, as Shepherd said, is what is inspired. Yeah, and thank you for having me. Back to you, brother.
Spokazi. You think your name is not inspired? I believe your name is inspired. It might not just have a tail like Brother Shepherd's name, but it is inspired. Feel free. I want you to change the mic because your voice is very... Okay. So today we wanted the topics that we called out so we can talk about. So as we start, I believe this is not a trial. We're going right into it. Everything that was here, I like to do things spontaneous, like on the spot. We shoot and we go. Okay? So we started. Whatever left, you put it there, and whatever, it's right there. So let's take it as it is. Okay. So this is a beautiful good afternoon. We are in the 20th, the 25th century now, or 21st century? Why does the 21st still continue while we are 2025? You don't know. Speak to the mic. How can you not? You don't know. How can you not know? All right. Let's leave it there because that's going to be a topic for another day. I wanted to find out, we're looking at the world as we're going. The technology is evolving so much, and we're having so much that you can do now with your little mobile phone. Everything is so like hyper now with technology. But now I wanted to get first, what are your thoughts about the technology, the artificial intelligence, and all these social media, everything that is just coming out? I want you to just lay it out there for us, the goods and the bads. Let's bring it as a summary first before we can go deep into how this is affecting each one's life. So I don't want to be the one that's going to be picky that we started with Brother Shepherd over here and then we're going to go back. So anybody that want to start to respond.
It's usually ladies before gentlemen.
All right, okay. Does that sound about right, sister? All right, okay, let's go. What do you think?
Can you repeat once more?
We're living in a world of technology. Artificial intelligence is taking over everything. Very soon here we're gonna have maybe robotic in our homes. You know, you want things done in your house, you will have a little pet as a robot that will start cooking for you. The way the cell phones are moving, I remember my time when we were growing up, the phones were this big, then they went that small, then now they're going again this big, because if you see iPhone 15 and then it's as heavy as a brick. What is this, the speed of technology? How is this affecting you? Okay, let's take it one by one. How is this affecting you? Positive first, the positive side of it.
Okay, I would say positively, it's I think that that technology is evolving is a good thing. Firstly, because communication is easier, you know, and even like searching for things on YouTube or Google or anything is
Okay.
much more easier than it was before. For
All right.
example, ChatGPT, AI makes it much more
So
easier.
you can easily just cheat from your exam, huh?
Not really cheat, Galo, not really cheat, but like it helps with understanding assignments. It helps with problems
So
that you may have.
you are trying to say that our time we were not understanding our assignment, but if that's the case, how come some of our generation are a bit more smarter looking than your generation? Because you have all these chat GPT, all these things that you say it's helping you to understand, but it seems like the generation of this time are a bit more stuck up compared to the developments that we had on our time and yours.
Okay, I would say it makes us lazy. Let me say that.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want to think and you just want to search and you want AI to do it for you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is a good thing for some that take slow into understanding
Yeah.
and stuff. It's good, positive. But negatively, it makes us lazy. We depend on ChatGPT nowadays. I
Yeah.
think I'm speaking for everyone when I say this.
Yeah.
That we're depending on it.
So
a
that's
lot.
is that a positive side still, or you think that's going to be a negative because
It's a
the
negative
dependency
for now.
becomes on as a negative part of it?
It's negative for now.
Yeah, for now. So you're saying that if it's negative now, you're tending on having it to being positive in the future?
No.
Oh, so it's going to get bad. All
It's
right,
gonna
all
get
right,
worse.
all right, all right. Brush Shepherd, the technology is evolving, and I think most of you guys, I think you are doing also, you are in the IT field and she's in the IT field, so you probably have a bit more in the hand dirty touch of the technology as it's evolving. So what are your thoughts on the positive side of the tech now?
The only positive that I'm seeing is that it's making life easy. But the negative is that it's becoming so easy that
Brother, I wanted you just to stay with the positive, but okay, let's just stay on positive. You're gonna go to negative. I want us to have time to talk. The positive, you say you're seeing it's making life easy. Can you elaborate? What easiness has the technology given to you that you think maybe the people in the year 1980 did not have or 1990 did not have?
the one that I can start with is the easy. It has made it easy to travel from point A to point B. Like now you don't need to have a car to get to a certain place. Back then, you needed either to go and get a bus or a taxi, and you would have to change about 4 5 taxis if you are going
get
to
to a
a
certain
very
point.
distant place. Yeah. And then now you can just request a car, it comes there by your door, it picks you up A and then
Yeah.
you're at B. Back then, if you are going to like certain areas, there's like no direct transport for you to get there. So, or maybe let's say if it's an emergency and the taxis they are already up, you either have
In
to
emergency, you call an ambulance, man.
it depends on the kind of emergency. There are
So which one are you
hospitals-
talking about? You have an interview, it becomes an emergency, wake up early.
It's like there are some things that are announced the last minute and we're like, you have to rush and get there.
Get it done.
Yeah, get it done.
Okay. So that's the positive.
Yeah.
It says
in
made your-
transportation and also I can off my head.
You can already see that this brother likes moving, huh? Because the only positive side of the technology that he has captured, it's that he can move easily. You know, he can go where he wants to be as easily. And he thinks that in our time we had donkeys and horses, that we can, yeah, we had a taxi. You get out of the street early, you put your finger like this, and then the taxi will come. Okay? But now, okay, I understand the sense that you can get an Uber, or you can get all these e-hailing platforms that can easily approach you and bring you from point A to B, which is very, but now let's look at now the negative side of it. These are some of the positive that you have thought of, like the technology has just made easy, it's made easier our life in a sense where you have a lot more access to things that you did not have back in the days. Okay, now on the negative, since you ended, what would be the negative side of the technology, the AI?
AI, to be exact, I'm seeing it from what I've been looking at. Soon enough, people won't be like having jobs because AI is taking over everything. Because this morning I was watching some random channel
Yeah.
with my brother,
Yeah.
and I saw that AI has taken over for the jobs of these people that work in like drive-throughs.
Okay.
And I was like, shocked. And it's not just that. AI is like into every field. I was seeing doctors being scared. These people that do in surgeries. Like,
Surgeons?
Yeah. I don't know what you identify those. I don't have the proper English.
You don't need a proper English. Just speak.
It's like there are certain heart diseases or lung diseases
Yeah.
that needs these scans to be done on you, and then after those scans are done on you, they need to be like analyzed by the doctor to see what's the problem with this person, what do you call this condition.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in those images the differences to identify those infections is like it's so slim that you wouldn't notice it that easily. Like I heard a doctor of about 20 years complaining that he's still having a hard time to identify what kind of a disease this person is having. But AI, it's like he was even saying he's ready to apply for a McDonald's job because he's seen that his job is taken. AI will replace these doctors, those jobs that we thought were untouchable.
It's all getting touched.
Yeah, everything is getting touched.
All right. We'll get back to you because I have a point that I want to just pull up there on that sense. I just want to get, so you done with the positive side of that you have kept, I mean the negative side that you
I
feel
can say, yeah.
plenty. You have a lot
being
more
replaced.
people being replaced by machines. That's a very bad thing
Yes.
that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
It's scary, right? And now if if for example there was an ability for a human to become artificial intelligence, or would you be one of the first candidates to join the team?
I think Elon Musk is already doing that, and it's also again scary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't join it.
Not at all.
No, I wouldn't be.
What do you think, Sister Spogazi?
At this point, I'm just thinking of working, buying land, going to stay in the farms.
To be a farmer?
Yeah.
Really? You can farm?
It will come with time.
No, you gotta start now.
YouTube teaches you everything about basic.
But remember, that's the AI you're running about. If you're in the farm, there's no internet, man. How are you gonna follow the AI? The AI is gonna follow you there. The next thing you find out that the AI owns your farm.
I don't see that.
Oh. So this man seems to be very scared of the artificial intelligence. It's coming. It is here. Are you scared? All right. What do you think, sister? The negative.
As I said, it
Yeah.
makes us lazy, AI.
Very lazy. Okay.
And as you said, jobs, it's taking over jobs. And like it also pollutes our mind
Okay.
in a way and messes up our mental health. Because there are things that we often search in AI. For example, when I'm going through something,
Yeah.
I rely on AI to be my therapist or to be my confidant or whatever.
Yeah.
So it also manipulates you in a way.
Yeah.
Technology also manipulates you in a way.
Yeah.
And it's destroying the youth, like just in general, everything.
Yeah.
The television, the things that we see on television is also explicit things.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's influencing young people, pressuring us in things. When you don't have this bag, when you don't have this
That,
phone,
yeah.
if you don't have that, you need to set a standard
Yeah.
for you to fit in, which is something that is also, influencing us in a way. So it is a very bad influence. I
So
think-
now, because if we had a choice, all right? Because if we had a choice, would you want the AI or the technology out of our lives?
No, because I'm already used to it now.
You see, so
Yeah.
the type of fear that he has, look, this is, according to Brother Shepherd, is like the technology is taking what belongs to him, you know? It's taking his livelihood. But then at the same time, you want it to be there because you say you are used to it. You see what I'm saying? So you are agreeing that it's bad, but you don't want it gone. You're like, just be there, but just don't take everything. But you know him being there, he wants to take over your life. He wants to, because you're complaining that it's messing up your life. It's messing up your, because today you just need a phone to be connected to the world. Before we get into the Christian side of it, we just talk about it like human being living on earth. So what are the challenges that you are facing as young people now with an Android at hand? Brother, sister, what are the challenges that you're facing as young people that have been given the power of Android?
First of all, it's a big distraction in terms of schoolwork,
Yeah.
prayer life, in
Yeah.
faith, everything.
Yeah.
It distracts us from little things, and we, as I said, pressure. The TikTok people that we look up to.
So you have people that you look up to.
No, I'm speaking in general.
You're speaking in general,
Yeah,
not captain. General. All
I'm
right.
my own influence.
Yeah. People are more influenced by
Yes.
TikTokers.
So we rely on trends,
All right.
the way we dress, the way we speak.
And you see how things trend very quick, eh?
Yeah, very fast.
If your
very
hair is
fast.
funny right now, you'll be surprised in the next. But that made a lot of people rich, though.
Yeah,
You just see somebody comes out, funny thing, and boom, he's trending. And you are laughing at him, but this person is making money. now.
Yeah.
So you were saying before I put my own words in there too much. Yeah, go for it.
As I said, pressure.
Pressure.
Yeah, we basically rely on this little device.
Yeah. As you can see, the device is.
It's always by my
It's always
side.
on your side. Rashid, but where's yours? Where's yours? Come on. Is right there. You see, that's the device. Everywhere you are with it. You can't sleep without it. You're dreaming about it. You if your phone is not charged, You feel like
A mad person.
you are crazy. If the church is messed up, it's like your life is ended. You know?
Very bad. It's
So now, Brother Shepherd, this beautiful thing here, you said it's a beautiful thing. It helps you to communicate. Now you can talk to somebody even in the moon. You can talk to somebody wherever. But this prevents us to talk to God. Now, as a Christian, a young man, we are from different generation. A lot of things. I remember my time, the only social media that we had in our time, it was Mixit. And a lot of you probably don't know about Mixit. But those of my generation know when Mixit started. Well, before even Mixit, you know what's the social media was for us? How we used to talk? We had a nightcap, SMS, and nightcap. And the nightcap worked like this. So Celsi especially came up with this nightcap that if you buy 5 rand airtime, they give you like talk from midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of us, you know, if we don't get the SMSs right, the MSs will be like, I send you a message. I'm like, damn, man, when are you going to reply? When are you going to reply? But now with the Celsi, it was, you wait for midnight. And then you start calling. And then you're going to have like, you wake up in the morning to go to school. You are still sleeping. But now you guys, and then Mixit came. Mixit was first just audio. We had audios, then we had pictures. Yeah, Mixit came up with audio first. We could send voice. It was first chat, then we had voice. Then after voice, we had pictures, and that's it. But today you can go like this. I see people, they are more like this than like that. How's that? The cameras are. Why do you have this phone? Because of the beautiful 3 cameras that it's at the back, because you want to take a good picture. How's this been to you as a young man? Before I go to the young lady, because I think they kind of do it a lot more. Then how does this affect you?
It has done me good, and it has also done me wrong. It has done me good in that it has connected me to a lot of
All right.
people. And I can say recently it has connected me to a lot of good people. Yeah, which I'm mostly in China's and I appreciate them. And the negative side is that it has also connected me to some wrong people. And also the other negative side, as she has mentioned, it's a distraction. It's like, there are some days when it wastes either my whole morning when I'm not going to school, when I'm not going anywhere, when I have nothing like to do, like waste my time. I find myself
Scrolling endlessly.
Yeah, it's like you never get to the bottom of
Have you ever noticed that when you're scrolling, it's only when you want to leave this thing that you were thinking of watching, it gets there.
Yeah.
Like the nicest thing gets there. So, as a software developer, the psychology behind this is exactly what it's doing. You know, these phones, they've been created to have a certain algorithm that gets what they tend to see you like. You will see that, look at video that you always pass. You will see those videos are lesser shown to you. But the ones that you see already a lot, they start pumping that in you. Have you ever noticed even Google, you open your Google, I guess whatever you were thinking, it's on Google search.
Yeah.
You see, it comes out, oh, and it shows that, and especially the thing of like. You see that like thing on Facebook, or everybody are putting it now. You get everybody, even WhatsApp now has a like, right? Yeah, and you see that like, even it goes even on the status. And you know when somebody likes, it pops up on your screen. Even if your phone is locked, you will notice that the Facebook went even further to say that even if you don't have data, you will see Messenger or whatever, that like of Facebook pops up even when you don't have data, to push you to buy data and check. Oh, you know what they do as well? When you open, right, you will see the like, but you won't see the image which they like.
Yeah.
So you go on your head like, which picture of mine did they like? So there's a psychology. I don't know if I showed you a movie once of the social media dilemma. It was on Netflix. We watched with you. Did you not watch with us? You see the thing before. So especially the women, like the ladies. Because if I went through your phone there, I'll see like a lot of things. Especially the picture side of it. There's no more pimples on people's face, which a pimple is normal. If you look at me right in the camera right there, you will probably see one or two. But now people are like pimpleless these days, and that makes you to be uncomfortable on your own skin. Like you don't like your skin anymore because you are imagining a certain trended face, and you lose your self-confidence, you lose your self-trust. You started trusting on an imaginary you that you probably will never have a skin that has no bump, you know. But as a woman, like, how does this make you feel? For the young people, how does this make you feel?
Okay, touching on the so it's called filters.
Okay, the
Filters.
Filters were for filtering water. I don't know how they ended up on the phones.
So filters are catfish. I don't want to lie. I also use them sometimes.
Okay.
But I've learned to embrace my pimples, my dark spots. But the problem is we as women have leaned on what a perfect woman is and how a perfect lady looks like. And I feel like TikTok and these social media platforms place a standard on what a woman should look like.
Yeah.
So we try to follow those steps, I guess. And yeah, man, it's draining because now you find yourself compared to someone that's actually using filters and these apps or softwares that are able to remove dark spots. And when you take a picture with your normal camera, you get one like, but a person that
what does it? Why do you want somebody else to like?
I think we're looking for validation from I don't know. It's
I don't want to be
pleasure.
validated by anybody. Do you?
Yeah, this is right.
So you want people to validate you so you can find Mrs. Wrong?
Not really. It's like, yeah, she's right. You want to feel validation. You want to feel the love. It does not necessarily.
I love you.
But you don't love me on social media. That's the
You want
thing.
social love?
Yeah.
You are looking for social love,
So
right?
it's like people have different circles. There's a circle of people you have outside of social media and a circle of people you have on social media. Yeah, same here. I have like two different circles. There are my people that live in my phone, and then there are my people that I meet on Sundays. It's like they say social media has made us to be more connected than ever and yet more disconnected than ever.
How's that possible? How can you be connected and disconnected at the same time? There can only be connection or disconnected.
It's like it has made us to be connected with distant people.
And then the people close to you, you are disconnected.
Yes, like they say you can be sitting together at a restaurant eating, and then you find everyone is on their phone. You are connected, but you are like in different places. Yeah, your mind is like disconnected.
Do you think that's a good thing?
No, it's not. It's not.
Do you think this
Because
is...
I'm also guilty of what
Yeah.
ownership is.
You get in the restaurant, people... You remember in our time when we started having phones, we had these things of no phones on the table.
Could never happen.
But that could have happened. No phones on the table. when you're coming, you have your phone, you put somewhere. But why can't we emphasize on that? Because you sit on the table, you wouldn't even be able to pray much because Wi-Fi is now, internet is getting so easily accessed. You know, yeah, it's not that expensive anymore to get a gig. I remember for me to get a gig of data. A gig. Today, a gig of data, you can use it one day.
That is 30
Then
minutes.
I can say there wasn't much you could use that gig of data.
Oh,
Nowadays,
exactly.
it's too much.
Now, as Christians, let's get back to the right stuff now. As Christian, what do you say? We have just spoken about this. As Christian, you know, everything we do, if there is no certain balance on how you manage things. But now as a Christian, how do you guys manage this? Because these are very, 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 very important subjects, topics. Has this connected you more to God? Because you said it's, you just said now it's disconnect you to closer people and connect you to further people. Maybe it's connected you to further God. How's this when it comes to your spiritual life?
It's very bad, but I've learned to maintain, and you know, I they say you can fast in many different ways. So what I do is fast away from my phone or any technical thing.
Yeah.
So I would delete all the apps that distract me from connecting with God when I feel that
There's a need for it.
Yeah, and I would go on my knees and pray about it.
And then when you're done, you're like, come back up.
No, like
come-
I take maybe like maybe a month, and I just go off social media for a month.
Yeah.
And then when I feel like I'm good in the right space of
Yeah.
mind to come back, and then I come back.
So
Fast.
how often do you do that? That's a big question.
Like maybe like 3 times in a year.
So
In a year.
let's measure this, right? A year has 12 months. You do this 3 times a year. Let's say you do it in January, you delete all the apps on your app, then you do it in June, then you do it in December, which I doubt December you do it, right? So now, those 3 months is less than 30%.
It's more than 10%.
At least.
Less than 30%. I don't know where your status is coming from of more than 10%.
10%.
So now imagine you give God 30%, more than 10%, like you say.
But what I do is, so we know that we have 8 hours in a day.
All right?
So I just give God like that, a 10% of the
No, that's the tithe, my sister.
The-
The tithe you give 10%.
no, but I give him like 10% of that 8 hours, because I can't say 24 hours because I'm not awake 24
Yeah,
hours.
you're about 8 hours of
Yeah,
sleep.
for those 8 hours I give him 10%.
8 minutes.
Not 8 minutes. Like I think I give him 48. The way I calculated it was 48 minutes.
All right?
And what I do is just wake up in the morning and start with that 48 minutes so that it can, it's
Like,
like
God,
a
I'm
reset
done with
button.
you today. Me and you.
No, but then when you get back home, there's also a tape service. So
But that one is not giving to God. That's service, right?
yeah, but like at least there's a connection. But
It's a start.
yeah,
But do you think that's sufficient?
no, it's not. Compared to the amount of time that I give to the world or to the phone, it's highly unfair, I guess.
Sure, but do you think that what's your take in this?
Can you please repeat the question?
You have 24 hours in a day.
Yes.
8 of those you sleep. So you have about 16 hours. What do you do with the 16 hours?
I can say my days are different.
In-
Some days I'm up, some
That's it. And
On the days that I'm
how many, let's go on to how many minutes have you prayed? How many minutes you pray a day?
I mean, it depends. When I'm out, it can go up to 1 hour.
So you be like, oh Lord, to amen for an hour.
Not really, like maybe break it into 2.
So you mean, oh Lord, amen, 30 minutes. Oh Lord, amen, 30 minutes. I want to get the sense of what you're saying.
I can, but
No, I want to get your usual daily structure.
daily,
Yeah.
daily I can say it's 5 in the morning, like close to 5 in the morning, and then in the evening another close to 5 on days when I'm down, and then when I'm up.
How do you, what brings you down? You mean like under the bed or? What do you mean I'm down? What do you mean down? Elaborate that. Down.
When I'm down, I can say it's usually
You just
a
wake up
result-
sad?
No,
You had a
it's
bad
usually-
dream?
No, it's usually a result of my own actions.
Oh, so you had some bad actions and then you slept and you wake up, you were down?
Yeah, because of the previous day's action.
What does the Bible say? Do not go to bed.
I don't usually sleep angry. That's
So how do you wake up down if you were not somehow?
waking up.
A new day, it's a new beginning.
Waking up down, I can say it usually happens when the last thing that I do is social.
You know what?
When the last thing
Why
I
is it what he says? I don't understand. You were laughing. It's like you understood. I didn't understand what you was. What does this mean?
It's a sign of scrolling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why don't I know that? Okay, so you mean your social media could be
Yeah.
the result of your next day down and up and down.
Yes.
That's because you were going up and down. So then, make sure before you sleep you are up, not going down.
I'll work on that.
But how much time you think you give God in a day?
Like I was saying, days are different.
So it's not a step. So you're not even sure. Okay, if I ask you how many times you eat a day,
I can say days are also different. But it's mostly 3,
let's figure that out.
4, 5.
So what?
Yeah. It depends.
What do you eat?
Pub at night.
You eat pap before you sleep. That's why you wake up down. Because you're heavy. But if you know how many times you eat, but you don't tend to know how much time you've given to God, this is very important. And just to tend on that before I go back on the subject, you know, the world must move, you know. If our parent generation, they had horses,
Yes.
right? We had cars. You are having jets. Your children will have something else. That means the world will always move. But the difference is how we move with it in everything we do. You know, I was listening to somebody this morning. The world will always move. It's not going to wait for you or me. The world will always move. But we need to move with it. But now that's the difference between people. People that don't know how to move with the world, they tend to race the world, to tend to hate the world, and then the world does not give them the product that they should get. Yes, if you're a medical doctor, that doesn't mean that you gotta sit there and wait for the bread to come from the sky. You need to get yourself ready for whatever is coming. Because we are living in a competitive world. Everything, it's a competition. Today you're wearing that shirt, tomorrow you want another shirt. It's a competition with yourself. This shirt will not be the same year. So you are competing. So that means you need to know that everything will evolve. And the movement of the world, it's the progressive of each human being. But most of the time people stay behind because they don't understand that the world is moving. They need to move with it in the positive or the negative. Yes, the social media are there. The internet is there to stay. It's not going to go anywhere. Your phone is only going to get better. I saw the phones now. Like I was looking at this beautiful, this, the flip. It's a flip. That's Z4 something flip, or iPhone 16, 17, and the Techno Fold Z something. I'm like, Lord, why am I growing old? These are the stuff the doves will play with. When we had 3310, none of you have used a 3310. That was a thing back in the day. Ask your mother, she will tell you. We had, like you wear a jean like this, and you let it hang a little bit here. And especially we had this blue-white one. Oh! And the man likes, and back in our days, we used to have hangers like this. You buy your phone and you put it on here, so you walk and you make it like this, it looks like a gun. And then we had what kind of tune was that? Oh my goodness. If your phone don't ring like that, that means, like today, then we had songs. But then songs, it was the type of beat. So it was, but now today you guys have the world in your fingertip, but it depends on how you're using it. Because just like you say, the chat GPT can make you pass your exam. Today, back in our days, they were searching us for calculators in exam room. These days, who uses calculators anymore? Do you even have calculators still at school for math? I think your phone you just go to chat GPT, X times this and this and this. You're like, don't worry, I got you back. How they used to catch us if we copied, it was, with a calculator or with whatever you will use, it only gives you the final answer. But then the technology started evolving. I remember Seth. Yeah, Seth. He's the first guy that showed me on an iPad, one of my iPad. He showed me easy how you can get the results of, like between. So you type something and he let it scroll, and then it's I don't know if I still have that tablet. It should be one of the tablets I have. And then it gives you even the detailed calculation. I'm like, Lord, let me go back to high school. So you see, all of these things, it's making life easier for you, but you need to be on the right side of the history. At work, you compete. You're a nurse. She's a nurse. What makes you a better nurse? You are a teacher. She's a teacher. What makes you a better teacher? You a businesswoman. You are this. You are that. You are that. There is more people like that. But what makes you better? And you have a choice. The scrolling will never end. And I'm telling you this day, the facing of the book is the most disaster ever. You see how young people are exposing themselves. Today, if you just expose your nudity on any social media, you will see 1 million likes. But I promise you, shows like this, you will get 20 people that have seen it and have liked it. Because if we started talking about something else here, it was going to be a show of a lot of followers. So what do you say as a final word? What would you give to the young people? Because you're growing old. When you start seeing the beard coming out, that means you're growing old. When your hair stop growing, when you finish high school already, did you see the difference when you were still in a primary high school and when you started university? Do you see the difference of that? When you started tertiary, you see your mama is not following after you anymore on the homework. Did you do your homework? People, even your parents have laid back a bit. This one is an adult. They will ask you without checking, Shepherd, did you do your work? Okay, done. There's no more. Bring that book, let me check. They don't do it because they trust that you can make the right choices now. Because now you are shaping your future. Now you have no more room for a second chance. That's it. This is it. This is the structure of your life. It's just that you guys are getting a bit more temptation laid out for you because you can scroll on that Facebook until the sun set and you will not feel that. You'll be surprised people don't even feel hungry. You only feel hungry. I remember one day in my house and I would just switch off the internet and you see everybody come out of the house. What's happening? With the internet's going on. What's wrong? Who didn't pay the internet? What? Because they were all connected with everybody out of the world, but the people in the same house were not connected. I want you to say something to those that are following you. The young people that are coming on you. And you know, sometimes in the church, talking about the church, you look at the young people that are in churches. It's like they are not in, it's like the most boring place for them to be. But give them phone, you see them smiling with themselves. It actually makes you even go mad. You look at people walking on the street, they're smiling. What do you say? What do you tell the young people that are coming after you?
So, one wise person once said, have you ever been in a relationship where you only communicate with a person in the morning or 15 minutes before you sleep? And how do you feel about that? And then they followed saying, that's how God feels and that's how you treat God. You only talk to him in the morning or 15 minutes before you sleep, which is something wrong, because when you're in a relationship with someone, you want constant communication with that person. And I think we should, as young Christians and as young people, we should try to find or get time to have time to communicate with God more, and shut the world out.
Yeah.
Shut the world out maybe for a day and just pray and ask God to give you strength.
Okay.
Give you strength for these distractions.
So with an S, huh?
Yes, these distractions. And sometimes I would pray and say, Lord, take away anything that distracts me from you.
Yeah.
And the first thing that comes to mind is, what if they rob my phone? Because
what will be that nightmare?
Because this is the biggest distraction that I have.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I would say, try to find time, make time for God.
Yeah.
Even if it's 2 minutes, he appreciates that 2 minutes that you give him. That 10 minutes during your break, during your before you sleep, even take time to worship him. You don't necessarily need to pray to worship him, but just give him thanks throughout the day. Thank you, Lord, I'm safe from school. Thank you, Lord, you've given me this food. Thank you, Lord. Just worship him throughout the day. He also appreciates those 30 seconds that you would be giving him. And I would say, just give time and ask him to lead. Because sometimes we want to lean on our own understanding and our own things. But just make him the foundation of your life.
Yeah.
And I promise you, it'll be better, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my intake.
Shepherd, there's a young man out there, there's a young girl out there that might be going through the same struggle with the social media, which has become the trending. What would you tell them?
Okay, what she said, it reminded me of a certain scripture. The scripture reads, if thou fail under pressure, it is because your strength is small. And the way that I wanted to translate it is, I can say we fall into sins, into temptations, because our strength is small. And how can we overcome? We can overcome by spending more time in his presence, in the presence of godly people, influence of one to another. I've heard that Jesus overcame him by the word. So by spending more time in the word, that's the only way we can overcome. By ourselves, I doubt we can do anything.
That's all you can tell somebody.
Yeah, spend more time
Spend more time.
in His presence.
But most people will say that that's very hard to do, right?
Hence,
What
I'm
will be
also
the start?
saying-
Where would you think the start will be?
Hence, I'm also saying, surround yourself with godly people.
Surround yourself with godly people.
Yes. That is
Surround
where I
yourself.
can say I started.
As you ever heard from the mouth of the generation of the day, surround yourself with the right people. The wise man said, being in a relationship that only in the morning 15 minutes and in the afternoon 15 minutes, being a very discomfort relationship. We are living in that day. You see the technology is evolving, everything is getting supposedly to be good, but it tends to be doing more bad than good, because the intellectual level, the ability to critically think out of our own mind, use our brain to the way it should be used, we are not doing it. And this has brought a lot of challenges in the young people's life. Speaking of young, I'm young. We're living in this generation too. But my advice is, know who you are and know where you want to be. Those are the only two things. If you know who you are and you know where you want to be, you're going to walk between that road that leads to that place. But walking to the road doesn't mean that you're going to walk straight. You might have a little bit of bumpy, but as long as you know where you want to be. Don't know it for your parents. Don't know it for your mother, your father, your friends, your uncle, your neighbor, your whatever. Know it for yourself. I, Shepherd, wants to be there. But even where you want to be, you must have a reason why you want to be there. If I ask the young person right now, what is your dream? What do you see? Oh, I want to have a good job. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to have money. I want to buy a nice car. I want to do this. I want to do this. It sounds so good. But the doing is not an easy thing. That's the biggest problem, because nobody will tell you that, hey, I want to be a gangster. I want to be broke. I want to be without money. No, everybody will tell you, I want to be good. I want to be a good person. I want to do this. I want to be this. I want to do this. But the problem is we don't know how to get there. And your generation is different to our generation. If we go back to our great-parent generation, somebody didn't have to go to 18 years at school to start earning a living. They just go to the college behind there. They taught them hammer and a name, and they start earning money. They just go and teach them how to cut a little soil, make clothes up. They started earning. But for you, it's like 18s. And in that 18 years, when you start the first year, you start maybe 100 people. But maybe 2 will finish. But remember, the 2 that came out from your institution, there is other 2 in 150 other institutions. And all those people are forcing themselves to be the best. But the employment is maybe for 10 people. So if you come out 150 people, they will only take 10. But why should they take you? So your journey started when you were born. Your journey will end. You know, we can't blame, I always say this to myself, I can't blame my parents for why or where I came from. But I can blame myself for where I'm going. And that's the biggest problem. We always blame other people and not ourselves. The opportunity is given to everybody, but it's up to you to take it. Your parents will do all their best, but they can't feed you. They can take you to the water, but they can't let you drink. The social media is just starting. These days, you don't need these crazy sites to see nudity. It's right there. I was worried. I was looking at, even the YouTube for children, those baby YouTube. Even cartoons are going nudity. The cartoons are getting pregnant. So it's no more safe everywhere. There's no more, oh, this is just for kids. Nah, you can't even trust. My own kids, they don't watch TV in their rooms anymore. I had TVs in their room, I remove it. They watch where I see. So I can control it. But now imagine your children, the children of your children. Let's embrace the good side of the social media. Share the word. Thank you for you that have taken the time to follow us. If you have anything that you want to add, you have the comment. Leave the comment. With me this afternoon, I had brother
Nigel
and sister.
Sipogazi.
And this is where we end our Let's Chat of tonight. Think big, be big. God bless you.